And we're hot. Okay. Larry wanted some stuff. So we need to box up some stuff for him. And yeah. So hopefully he comes on. First thing we do, he wanted a set of cases, so I gotta get this crankcase split here. Bring it up here, see what's going on. That way I can see comments and whatnot. Oh, Larry is here. Good. Okay. Okay. So I've got an OEM muffler. Seems to be in pretty good shape. That work for you, Larry? Leah's here. Okay. Good, good. Hang in there, buddy. Okay. Somewhere around here, I have that coil. I have the coil. Larry, this is a limited. I meant to say limited coil. You want limited if you're running an X torque. Okay. So I'm going to put that in the box too. I'm just confused. Larry, did you need the piston or no? Just a good top. You just put a new piston in there? I can throw it in. I can throw a lot of stuff in. It just tends to be more profitable if I don't throw it in, you know. Okay, here. Let's get this split. Okay. Let's get this. You didn't tell me you wanted a top handle and a gas tank too, but ooh, those are crunchy. Huh? Yikes. I got the gas tank for you. I have a gas tank anyway. Let's get this case split though. Yep, I wonder that's crunchy. Okay. So over, Larry, it looks like a solid set of cases to me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in... Yeah, I just got them for parts. I think this bearing shot, what do you think? Great. Now I got to reassemble that so I can actually pull that race out. Shucks. Larry, can you do that? Yeah, it looks a little worn. Can you get that out, or can you get that race out of there? If so, I'll just run these under the water, clean off the oil, and throw them in the box. Okay. Man. Come on. Get this crank out of here because I need the crank. Put all the balls in the area. Yep. I will do that. Let me see if I can get this screw out now. Yep. Very important. Positioning pins, case bolts, nylon cage on this one. Should we put this one back? I mean, you guys want to see how to pull the outer race out? Because I can show you that real quick. Because this is actually important to know how to do. Let me do that. The rubber piece too. Don't forget that. Let me quickly give this a quick clean in the sink. I just want to get the majority of the oil off before I ship it. You know. Let me clean this one off too, just a little bit. Okay. These don't look a whole lot better, but it'll do. Okay. I'm going to put the positioning pins back on here. I'll show you guys why in just a minute. We want to pull. This outer race is particularly tricky to get out. Let's pull the seal first. Now, I think there is a tool to actually pull this, but I have another way to do it. There was a ball that escaped down here. Okay. Seal first. Sometimes you got to tap the seal down on one edge. Just to kind of mobilize it. Or just tap it in. That works. Okay. Seal's out of the way. Okay. So now what we actually need to do is put the balls back in here. It does. Junkyard, oh my God. It feels weird to be off work. I feel like a fish out of water. I told my wife that last night. I'm like, I don't know. And it's not like I don't have stuff to do. I got plenty of stuff to do. I'm going to be busy for a long time. But it feels like fish out of water. Weird. Man, that'd be really, I don't need it all in, but But what I do need to do is get them in here and get them spaced out. And when I did this before, I actually used peanut butter. But I think I'm going to use grease today. So you want to pack these essentially in grease because it holds them in place. I don't know if ever anybody remembers the peanut butter video, but good. Now, as long as these are evenly spaced, this won't fall out. One more. Let's see if I can fit this last one in here. It's actually pretty incredible. All right. And suppose you can do this with 3 of them if they're really well spaced. These are not spaced. Now it holds it. Because you have to, the balls need to be spaced out well enough to hold the race laterally. And again, if you have like a race puller tool, that's great. But if you don't, then this is going to be the ticket. See if that works, huh? Yeah, it's funny. I can have a week off for vacation and not feel like a fish out of water. But now, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I've used this lots of times. This is 1/2-inch threaded rod. There's some washers. Need a good assortment of washers here. Positioning pins can be helpful. Too many washers. switch this. Should be able to hit it. Let's see. Homo pit high running device. My Husqvarna 375 started overheating on the clutch side. It's not the brake, so the brake is not engaged. Okay. Could be because of the clutch springs can lose their temper. Yeah, the springs can lose their temper, and it can get stuck. The clutch can physically get stuck. So that's what Larry's talking about. Goes there for now. Just make sure you hold this so it doesn't move. Will this go in? Will this fit in there? It's easier to hold this side. Yep. There you go, Larry. Done for you. Take care, Junkyard. I'll be on later. All you need this to do is hold together laterally. And even though the balls fell out earlier, the grease holds the balls in suspension so that when you press laterally on the inner race, the outer race comes with it. What's the evidence of overheating on that clutch? It says overheating on the clutch side. What's the evidence of overheating? I'll throw that out. You don't need that. I'll leave this case just like this. Oh, that there. I don't think it's gonna fit in that small box. Shucks. I gotta find a box. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I'm gonna put your case bolts in here. Clean all this stuff up. I know what I was going to do. Larry, I've got some M5 inserts here. In case any of those bolt holes are stripped, you can use these. These are really nice. I just take the Dremel and draw a line on the side just so I can use a flat head screwdriver to screw these in. But these are nice for if you have any messed up bolt holes. Put them right in here with the case bolts. Little bag. Okay. Gas tank, you know. Larry, you need a gas tank. I just got this from Chainsaw. It's a little dark, but it looks pretty solid. So I'm going to send this along. I hope you have the springs there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put right now the trigger mechanism in, unless you don't need it. Do you need the trigger mechanism? Do you even need the gas tank? Because originally you didn't mention you needed a gas tank. I'm going to see what I can come up with here, because I've got some parts, but not tons. You need a trigger. Okay. I got a trigger. Spring. Trigger. Presence lever. Not perfect, but that'll do. Hey, Brandon. Oh, Bob showed up? Hey, Bob. I always forget exactly what order to put this in, you know? Just... Pretty easy to say, well, apparently not that one, you know? Gotta be like, this spring just has to sit just right in here. There we go. The spring is now sitting correct. Through. Okay. Next. This is for the vent here. Tank vents in there. This gonna work for you, Larry? You can handle the rest on here? Okay. Carb plate. I had one of those right here. There you go. All right, what's next? Air horn, right? Do you need the X-Torque carb bolts or no? I'll just put them in here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let me get your AV springs. I had those set aside. There's your AV springs. Yeah, they're the opposite sides. Again, not beauty queens, but they should work. And the only handles that I have, I've got 2 handles, but they're for me. So I don't have a top handle. The intake boot. Yeah, I can take the boot off this. Actually, the boot on here, the boot's coming with the head. So here's the head and piston, all ready to rock. Offhand, the boot looks good to me. Let me know if it's not. All right, now I gotta find a box to put this stuff in. this work? Larry, I got kind of a beat up clutch cover here. You want it? Okay. Let me get a box for all this stuff. I'm hoping I can put this in a small-ish box. Because otherwise I'm going to lose my shirt shipping. Can't have that. Try to make this easier to ship. Matter. Damaged. Tuck everything else in there. We got it. Good. I got just infinite packing material around here, so Larry. There's your care package. Ta-da! I think that was it. Are we good, Larry? Even Steven. Cool. Okay. Let me call it a day for now. I have a little bit of other stuff to do. Mason may be coming by, so I'm gonna get stuff and give stuff. And he's not coming down here because we're doing the social distancing thing, but we're gonna hang out at least a little bit here outside. So yeah, I'm gonna aim to get this 372 together back here later, and that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, you need a top cover? Hang on. Yeah, that'll do. I'll fit it in the box somehow. So, thanks everybody. I gotta go repack Larry's box now. Great. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much. Be safe. Be healthy, everybody. And we're gonna get to the 372 later. I just need to do a few things between now and then. All right. James, hang in there, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.